5 plus 2x minus 3 over x plus 1. So how many different terms are we trying to add here? How many things are being added here? 3 things, right? The first thing you're adding is the 5, the second thing is the 2x, and the third thing is that fraction on the right. Those 3 items are called terms when you're adding or subtracting them, all right? So which term is different from the other 2? 3 is the most different. Why? Because it's a fraction and the other 2 aren't. The other 2 are kind of jealous of the fact that 3 is a fraction and they're not. So they want to be fractions. How do you turn them into fractions? Put a 1 under them. Great. So now they've become fractions. But they're still kind of jealous of number 3 because number 3 has a cooler bottom. Number 3 has an x plus 1 in the bottom. They only have an x. Here's what you can't do. Sometimes students want to say, well, this is a 1, so I'm going to add x to make it an x plus 1. No, never do that. I'm going to add x to the top and bottom, so now I have x plus 1 in the top and bottom. You can never get a common denominator by adding stuff to it. All right? You always have to multiply. So we want to multiply this 1 by x plus 1. Multiply by the denominator that they're kind of jealous of. All right, that x plus 1. This guy, we're going to multiply by x plus 1 as well. They wish they had an x plus 1 on the bottom, so give them an x plus 1 on the bottom. But whatever you give to the bottom, you have to be fair with fractions. You have to give to the top. So if you're going to multiply the bottom by x plus 1, you need to multiply the top by x plus 1 as well. So now fractions 1, 2, and 3 are all fractions with the same what? Denominator. And that's our goal, ultimately. So we have 5 times x plus 1 over x plus 1 plus 2x times x plus 1 over x plus 1 minus 3 over x plus 1. Which fraction, 1, 2, or 3, had nothing happen to it to get to this step? 3, right? It was just the way it was because it already had that denominator. Next step, distribute and distribute. And as we do that, we're going to turn this into one giant mega fraction. If fraction 1 has this denominator, and so do 2 and 3, once you add and subtract these 3 terms together, what's their denominator going to be? The common one, x plus 1, right? You just sort of meld these 3 fractions together into 1, and you have x plus 1 in their denominator. So what is 5 times x plus 1? 5x plus 5. What is positive 2x times x? 2x squared. What is positive 2x times 1? Positive 2x. And what are we doing with this 3? Subtracting it. Your final step is to combine any like terms in the top, if you have any. 5x is a like term with positive 2x. And 5 is a like term with negative 3. So your new numerator is going to be 2x squared plus 7x plus 2, while your denominator is x plus 1. That is how you combine 3 terms into 1 when one of them is a fraction.